Oh my goodness, I don't even know what this is doing. I'm on some sort of draw thing. It's crazy. Press to play. No, you can't draw anything. I don't even know what that's about. It's really interesting though. Let me go this. Hello. Nope, see. I got 2 lines there. How's this drawing? I'm not happy with the draw feature. Hey Janet, how you doing? Hello, hello. Let's see if anybody else pops on. I'm just in the group, and usually that works quite well for people. Just at my favorite place again, the Hyatt. Yeah. Sitting in a different spot. Oh, my nose, I still have like some weird sinus cold thing going on. Tell ya, it's weird. It's really weird. Is anybody around? I think it's still early for you guys, isn't it? Early in the day, early in the night, whatever. But anyways, you know why? My internet has been crap. Something's going on here. There's a big holiday in Bali, big, huge holiday tomorrow, the one day a year that they are completely closed, that everything shuts down. They even shut off all the power. There's no power tomorrow at all from 6 a.m. till midnight. So it's gonna be very different for me. That means no charging my computer, no charging my phone, no using the internet. There's nothing that's gonna work tomorrow. It's where it's darkness, and you're supposed to stay in your house, which I probably won't, tell you the truth. I'll probably walk to the beach. I'll be the only one walking. But anyways, it's a big religious holiday, and they have huge celebrations today and tonight for their one day off a year. Okay, so I think the internet's like odd and weird because of that. I don't know what's going on. All right, ladies, woohoo. Got a couple people maybe no one here, but anyways, those watching the replay, hello, welcome. Post that you've watched it, say hello. What I want to talk about is a thing that I'm so passionate about, and also about how we can make things too hard. And what I notice from women coming in my programs is they're making healthy eating too hard. It doesn't have to be hard, and I know that probably kind of irritates some people. They're like, oh my God, you know. The thing is that every single time I talk to a woman who's getting like caught up in the overwhelm and oh my God, I gotta do this and I gotta prep and I just don't have, it's the overthinking that makes things really hard. I think sometimes women think they need to have a full recipe, like a week of food planned or a week of meals planned so they know what to buy. Now, the way I do it when I'm in Canada is simply you just buy a whole bunch of fresh greens, you just buy some vegetables. Your pantry needs to be stocked full of good things like, you know, quinoa, maybe a few red lentils, you know, the basics that you can pack, the dry ingredients, right? Maybe some vermicelli rice noodles, you know, things that are basic, maybe a can of black beans, a can of chickpeas, you know, things like that. Have your pantry stocked. That's the thing of the spices. You just want to make sure that you're stocked. And then the fresh stuff, you buy like once a week or twice a week, whatever. You don't need to have all these meal plans. Oh, chia, make sure chia, hemps, and all the green powders and stuff. The thing is that when you come home at night and you are tired, or you're like, oh my God, like I don't really feel like making a big meal, you do not have to. Now, I'm not talking if you have to cook for a family, because I don't do that and I never really have. Basically what it's about is if you have, let's say, veggies cut up in your fridge, if you have lettuce propped in your fridge, if you have things in your cupboard, you just put them together. I mean, this one of the simplest things you can do is like saute broccoli and have some quinoa. Quinoa can even be cooked. It can last in your fridge for 4 to 5 days, right? Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. It's not, and I think people often worry too, well, am I getting a balanced meal? Am I getting this? Well, I can tell you for a fact that if you have a big bowl of broccoli and quinoa, you are getting a hell of a more balanced and better meal than French fries and a hamburger or any sandwich you can grab at some fast food place. So don't even go there about needing to make a specific, well-balanced meal when you are somebody who's busy, rushed, and overwhelmed. If you are at that phase where you're like, I'm just, right in that stage, Keep it simple. It does not have to be hard. You overcomplicate things, make some eggs, whatever, right? Like often I would be tired or whatever, and I'd come home and I'd do some maybe scrambled eggs and make a veggie on the side. I'd have a salad and eggs, whatever, right? Stop overcomplicating eating healthy, and don't use that. That's an excuse, right? Maybe you are saying, I don't have time, it's just too hard, I just don't got the things, and then that's your excuse so you can eat the fast food, so you can eat the junk food, so that you can eat a bag of potato chips. If that's what you're doing, then you got to know that you're using that as an excuse. You got to know that it's way more about, not just about not having time or being too stressed or being too tired, right? It's your addiction to those other foods. Doesn't mean you can never have them again. And another, the really thing I'm passionate about is, well, my new 21-day program, which I think is amazing. It's decide, commit, and take action. If I could say what, like if someone comes to me and say, okay, I have this weight to lose, I'm not feeling good, I'm low on energy, I have all these blah, 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 blah. No matter what you're dealing with, no matter what stress, whatever is in your life, wherever you are, these three things are required. You decide that you're going to make a change. You decide, you know what, something needs to be done. I am going to make a change. You commit to it, and that doesn't mean that you need to commit to one specific thing, or that you need to commit to some strict or fad thing, or that you need to commit to 3 hours a day at the gym, or that you need to commit to prepping these expansive difficult meals. No, it's the committing part. What I mean by that is you say to yourself, I am going to put myself as a priority. That's what I mean about committing. So somebody who has themselves as a priority, my health and wellness is a priority. That's what I want you to commit to. You don't need to commit to anything specific right now, right? When you commit to putting yourself as a priority, like really respecting yourself, loving yourself, wanting to take care of yourself, that's where you need to start. Then the taking action part is, what are some things I can start to do right now, right? What are some little things I can start to do right now? That's where you start. We can get so caught up in, well, you know, I can't really put myself first because I have family, because I have other commitments, because I have other people, because I got to cook for everybody else, because I got to do this, and because I work this many hours. And that has nothing to do with it, right? You are getting way ahead of yourself. That's like going on your first date and thinking, oh my God, and talking to the guy about when you guys get married. I mean, you just don't do that. Stop thinking too far ahead. Stop complicating things and going into overwhelm. You don't need to do that. It can be so simple and simplified, and that's the thing that I want women to understand. But you focus on the three things. You decide that you're going to make some sort of a change and shift for the better. Remember, this is for the better. It's not like, oh my God, I gotta decide to give up everything I love in life. That's not what it's about at all, right? You decide and you create this kind of like vision, like, what do I want? What do I desire to have my life like? What do I desire to look like? What do I desire to feel like? Emotional and physically, right? What do I want? How do I? Because you get to decide. Stop like thinking that you have no control over your life. You know, you do. It's again deciding you want to make changes in certain areas and for certain things. Even decide with just one thing. And then you commit and say, I am going to do this for me because I love, respect myself. And I know that this is important because when I'm my best, I can be my best with others, right? If I eat healthy, if I take care of my body and my health, then I am better for others, as well as I enjoy my life more now and into the future. And then you start to take action and you start to break it down into small little things, even if it's just one little change every day, right? So my new 21-day program is exactly about that. It's coming in and really saying that, okay, you know, I really want to do this, so we come in as a group and then I help you go through you. Now, it's not about you trying to do what someone else is saying or that I'm giving you you must do these things in this order. That's not what it's about. Because that's the way a lot of diet plans are like, or a lot of fitness plans, and that's why people don't stick with them. You need to find what works for you. This is what I'm so passionate about too, is helping women find what works for them. because you will never stick to something that doesn't work for you. If something's too hard, if you hate it, like you're not going to do a major gym weight training workout if that's not your thing. You may know the huge benefits of weight training, but if you're having to, hello, hi Bonnie, how are you doing? If you're having to force yourself to do a particular workout because you think this is it, or someone's telling you this is what you must do, you won't stick with it. You may stick with it for a month, 3 weeks, whatever, and get great results. But when that's done, you will go, oh, I really don't want to do this. Thank God this program is over, right? That is not where I want you to be. So it's about learning the types of food that work for you, a way of integrating those things into your life. So some women are super busy, some women work part-time, some women don't work, right? So when you come into my groups, it's about finding, okay, so I see the foods and kind of things I need to eat. These are going to help me, right? Now, how can I begin to bring these into my life and eat healthier in a way that works for me? Because you want to fully integrate it into your life, and maybe 2 types of exercise that works for you. This is a huge one. Everybody's at different levels. There's not one, so I get questions sometimes, what's the best exercise for someone in midlife? Well, I can't answer that because it depends what phase you are in midlife, what type of shape you are, if you have any injuries, if you've ever done weight training before, right? All of that. But I can help you within my group programs, right? Because I help women as we go along. They ask me questions and I'm able to answer according to them. Right? So that's how it works in my group programs. It is not one-on-one, but I actually help you specifically too by you participating and asking questions and posting what you eat. I can adjust it, posting your exercises if you want, and I can help you with that. Right? That's how it works. And that's what it takes. It takes the decision, the commitment, and the taking the action. But all doing those in a way that's like, yes, this works for me. I can do that. This is what's important to me. Because everybody's different. And that's probably one thing that I'm most passionate about helping women with, is know for sure that they can find a way to enjoy their life and live healthier and happier, right? You get the tools and the techniques and all of that within my programs, but you are also working on doing it in a way that feels good to you and learning what that is. Then the thing is that you don't ever have to diet again. You don't ever have to go, my program finishes and you're like, thank God it's over. That was brutal, right? That was horrible. No, because it's all about your lifestyle. It's all about like finding the right lifestyle for you, the right health and lifestyle, right? I've found that for me. You guys would probably be, when I'm back in Canada, amazed at how I eat some days. You'd probably go, well, that's like so simple. Yes, for me, I love to cook. Sometimes I make like more elaborate foods, but mostly I eat healthy, but really simply. Because for me, I'm active. I like to be active. I'm not the one who follows recipes. I don't need 5 billion ingredients in a dish. I just probably wouldn't do it, right? So I'm really good, really easy, really helpful in helping healthy eating made simple. That's probably one of the things I do the best. Healthy eating made simple. Healthy living made simple, because oh my God, people overcomplicate it, right? And my most passionate thing is really sharing that with women and helping them realize and take the responsibility that they are important, and it's time to take care of your body, the inner, outer, right? Like the body, mind, spirit, because it all goes together. And, you know, it's amazing how much, hello, Therese, how much women spend on, I've never been one to get pedicures, manicures, massages. Not that those are good. I think they're fantastic. But that's just not me. Since I've been in Bali, I do, because they're cheaper here. But I'm somebody who self-care to me, like taking care of my body to me personally, means a lot about the food I'm eating. Because I believe that beauty, your skin, health, everything is from the inside out. It truly is. We can fix the outside of our body, but if you're not also working on the inside of your body, you can get all the Botox you want, you can get all the liposuction, you can get all the laser treatments you want. But what about the inside of your body? Because that is what is health, right? I mean, you can look like a young 20-some-year-old at the age of 50-something, but maybe you'll end up with some illness and disease or super stressed out, right? What's the point? I'm not against taking care of your outer body, that's for sure. I totally agree with it. But to me, what is my priority, and what I talk to women about, is taking care of your mind, body, spirit, right from within you, right? What you eat, what you drink, what your thoughts are, your stress, like how you deal with your spirit, your soul, your stress, your faith, all of those things, because they are what light you up inside, as well as give you meaning, as well as give you your why, as well as helping you feel whole and loved, right? That's what I deal with, the whole body, not just one aspect of it. Well, I hope, my 21-day program starts March 11th. It's $147 right now. You can do payments if there's somebody who just can't do that one lump. It will go to $197 on the weekend though, okay? So that's something to know, but I cannot stress it enough. You will love it. You will never regret joining one of my programs. No one ever, 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 ever has. They love them. It's a community of women who are fully there to support you, who understand what you're going through. I am there to guide you. You get 3 live videos a week, plus all the recipes, all the information, and I am giving you my program, Where to Start, for free. Why? Because my Where to Start program is, I think, my best thing, and it is on exactly where to start with the food and all of that in midlife, for women in midlife. It is absolutely, to me, crucial that every woman has access to that program. That's why it's only $67, but that's why for a one-time I'm offering it, which is amazing. It's a $67 program. You're going to get it free. Like, that's like nuts, right? I have sticky build. I always gain weight when I weight train. I think I could bulk like a bodybuilder. Yeah, I know that's not supposed to happen, but it does. My neck even grows very easily. But I like weight training more than cardio. Cool. It's easier for me. I think maybe I eat too much protein. Very possible. You can get really thick by having too much protein body. Absolutely. I gain muscle, as you guys can see my muscle. I haven't even worked out my arms. I gain muscle mass really fast. I have that body mesomorph, I think it is, which is fantastic because you can build shape. The thing is that you need to get rid of the fat. If you have fat and you build muscle underneath the fat, that's when you look bulky, Bonnie. That's when you look bulky. So it's all about food. It's all about what you eat. Absolutely. It's all about what you eat. And now, oh my God, yes, too much protein. Too much protein is not good for you. It's an imbalance, right? I mean, we got to bring our bodies more into better balance, not have such a, that's the old fad thing, right? I used to be a personal trainer. I worked at a one-on-one personal training studio, very high end. At that time, my boss was big bodybuilder, super protein based, even for the women. I did not agree with it. That's kind of why I quit also. I didn't agree with the food that we were recommending, especially for women in midlife. So, but I, have a lot of knowledge in that area as well. And I was pretty much into a lot of bodybuilding, but I was always very lean and very small. So I never bulked up because of the way I ate, I believed, right? But I have seen that. I've seen the bulk in some women, and a lot of it is because they don't get rid of the fat because they're not eating right. They're eating way too much chicken and protein powders and all that crap. Where are the nutrients? We need the vitamins, the minerals, the essential fatty acids, and all the good fats. Those are kind of neglected in the bodybuilding world, which is, it just can't be done because that doesn't bring you health. That doesn't help you get rid of the layers of fat, right? So my new 21-day program, Decide, Commit, Take Action. I explained it really good from the beginning, Bonnie, what I mean by decide. And it's not that you are committing to some outlandish thing. It's about committing to yourself. Loving, respecting, and taking care of yourself. Putting yourself as a priority. And doing it in a way that feels good. There's no forcing. There's no, I don't believe in forcing you to do certain things. No, it's like, okay, if this doesn't work for you, what will work for you? Let's find a way, because there's always a way that will work. That means in prepping your food. That means in when you do grocery shopping. That means in what type of exercising you do. And that means in what type of meals you eat, right? And that's what you want to work out for yourself. Once you see that it doesn't have to be so hard, oh my God, life is just easier. And that's when you stick to it. That's the thing, you guys. Maintaining. So we know a lot of people that get good results, but they don't maintain it. They don't maintain it. The biggest thing that is missing is showing people how to maintain as a lifestyle. That's why in my programs, you just start with that. Why not? Right? Start it in a way where it's like, this is my life. This can be my lifestyle. I can see myself living like this. This is not a big deal. This is me. And that's what each individual person, you design the way things will work for you. That's up to you, right? I don't give you, you must do this at this time, this at this time. I help you work out a plan for yourself or get you to know what works best for you. And that's what we do in my programs. Is there any questions? You guys have any questions? There's 7 people on. Let's get a discussion going. What would you like to know? What are your questions? There is Bonnie. Hi, Milena. Well, Milena, hard to give up bread and sugar. That's such a good one. Let's talk about this since you guys are on. For one, you got to join my program, Milena. I have had women in there who go, I never ever thought it would be easier. It would be this easy to give up these things. And I'm not even kidding. It probably took me longer to give up some of those things. But it's also about, realizing. So this is what we're going to do in the new 21-day. It's decide, commit, take action. You will decide. This is what it is. You will decide what you're going to do. You decide, like, okay, I'm going to make it hard or I'm going to not make it hard. It's your choice, right? So do you want to keep sugar and bread in your life? Because if you do, this is what the results are going to be, right? We can tell you that. You will have these results if you decide to stay on that path. But if you go, you know what, no, because we're going to design your life, right? What you desire your life to look like, how you want to feel like, how you want to look like, everything. For you, the way that feels right for you. And then you are the ones who makes the decision. Okay, what could I do to work towards that area? So let's say if you want to lose some fat, lose some weight, whatever, have more youthful skin, that's part of your plan. Then you go, okay, what would be the best way for me to eat to have that? Would sugar and eating breads and pastries help me get there? No. So then you decide, do I want to get there or do I want to stay where I am now, addicted to these foods and continue to gain weight and continue to have brain fog and maybe end up with Alzheimer's? Sugar's really bad for that. Maybe cancer. Sugar's really bad for that. Maybe some other illness or disease, or maybe lots of inflammation in my body, because pastries, breads, and sugar cause tons of inflammation in your body, which not only breaks down your body, it also causes illness and disease in itself, right? So you start to look at all these and really, really, really get real with yourself and go, oh my God, you're right. I'm on this path, right? So I can continue eating these foods and doing this or doing nothing. And this is where I'm probably going to go. So now I get to decide, do I want to stay on that path? Or is it time for me to take another path? Right? That's really what it's about. It needs to be your decision. Because I can't force anybody. I can tell you and I can educate you and I can kick your butt. And I can hold you accountable. But that really making that decision of like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I am not going to live like this anymore. I'm going to decide the way I want to live my life because I can. I have the power. But that's why, and that's why my groups are so powerful. Doing it on your own, I can't. I mean, there's so many parts of my business, I can't do it on my own. I need to be part of a group or I'll slough off. I'll slough off and I'll sabotage. Right? Because that's our nature. Very few people can be really strict and perfect in all areas. Right? So my groups are a place where you can go, okay, yes, I'm going to get the focus, the the accountability, the community of women who are working through the same things I am working through. So we're all going to be there supporting each other. It's going to be like yes, yes, and yes. And it's funny because the days you tend to fall off, right? Someone else posts some type of food or something and you're like, oh my God, I should do that, right? So you get ideas, you share information. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, and so that's why I do the groups the way I do. They're very, very powerful. Thanks. Yeah, it's you guys deciding. That's when it works. You know, people say I got the results or quit smoking or lost weight when I really decided that I'm not gonna, be that way anymore. I'm gonna make a change, right? And that's what we're helping you with in this group, is decide for you. And there's little exercises and questions, and I'll be on a live stream like this and we'll be working through things to help you with those areas. And then anytime fear comes up, or anytime you feel like you're going to sabotage, or anytime anything comes up, you can post in the group, right? Help, I feel like I'm falling, or I ate a bag of chips, or I want to eat 3 donuts. Then, we get on and we're like, do you want to do this, right? And we just help you and remind you of your commitment to yourself, right? Because when we start to sabotage ourselves and we don't have support in our life, what happens is we get brought down in our moods and we start to beat ourselves up. But never beat yourself up, because it is totally normal to go back to old habits and patterns because they're easy. They're easy, right? You can still cook for your teenagers, Milena. And I can guarantee that because I've had lots and lots of people who have kids. So if you join my program, I will help you with that. Okay? Oh yeah, that's what it's all about, Kate, thanks. Good. Jennifer, yeah, well there's something out of balance there, right? But it's not just one thing, right? Like it could be a few things. And in my programs, we work on the mind, body, spirit. I talked about that too. So whether it's the stress, I can help you with supplements. I can help you with exercise. Because if you write out what you've been doing, I may be able to see the loophole, like something that's missing, right? So that you do not see. And I all the time that happens, all the time. I also do one-on-one calls, you guys, and for people in my groups, I give you a really special price of $65. You can get on a call with me one-on-one. I can pick it up like that. I can pick it up like that. I'm very intuitive. I hear your voice. I can tell by the things you say. I can even sense if you're in that high stress state. So that is $65 for people who are in my group if you want to do a one-on-one call with me, and I can usually pick it out, what the problem is, and then give you advice on exactly what to do. Because sometimes it's things that it's always things you don't realize. If you would have realized it, you would have changed it already, right? Sometimes we can pick it up in a group. But when I hear your voice, it always comes through on the voice. Which is funny, but it does. Yeah, the 7-day program was to show you guys that I kind of like how I do things. Like I'm there for you and you're able to ask me questions like this. Talk to me and we can get... Because I write out my pages, but it's like the program, you guys, just goes for the people who are in it. There's no real specific structure, so you can read the program page, but does that mean it's going to be exactly like that? Not really. It's like if you guys need specific information in one area, I will give you that. If you need information in another area, I will give you that. If you need help with something, I will be there for you. That's how my programs work, basically. They're always different because the people in them are different and our focus may be a little different. And what you're going through that week or within those 3 weeks could be something different. Maybe you're going through a big family conflict and that adds stress to your life. And you're like, I just need to know how to cut off the energy from other people right now, how to not get involved in the drama. We deal with that too, you guys, because that has to do with how you process carbohydrates is a big one. how stressed you are actually contributes to how you process carbohydrates. So whether you're putting on fat when you eat or not. So stress is a really big one, so we deal with that too. Oh, I'll post the link. The link is, I can't, my computer won't work right now for some reason. I will post the, in this group, Women Creating Healthy Lives, I've already posted where the link is, but I'll post it again. It's dianamarchand.com/21-decide. And if you're in Canada, you message me and I'll send you a Canadian invoice, or you can pay me for e-transfer. Otherwise, the payment's in US. So yeah, so Canadians, you can pay in Canadian dollars. My coaches all charge in US. I have no way of paying Canadian dollars. It sucks right now, I tell ya. Yeah, I'm really excited about this program. The 3 fundamentals is decide, commit, and take action. And once I really got clear on those, I was like, bang. This is what works, right? Oh my goodness, yes, haven't you? Ooh, Kentucky. Very cool place though. I think the South is supposed to be very, very beautiful, right? Yeah, totally epidemic. Isn't that just sad, eh? Yeah, for sure, Melinda. Like dianamarchand.com/21-decide. And there is a picture in this group, and I will post it again after I get off the video, but for sure. And you get the Where to Start program free, you guys. That may never, ever happen again, because that is a program that is one of my, it's huge. For $67, my Where to Start program is like, you get so many recipes, and you get almost like this ebook, plus you get the videos, plus, and you can see it anytime. It's all online. It's in a web page. You have access to that web page forever. You have your recipes and all your handouts forever. That Where to Start program, I priced it so low because I did not want to hear one excuse about money. That's why I did that program so low for $67, because I'm like, no one can tell me they can't afford it. So. But this 21-day program is $147 right now until Friday. So get in at that price. You can, if anybody needs to do 2 payments of, I think I did 2 payments of $80. 2 payments of, because it costs me money whenever time we do a payment. So 2 payments of $80 if that works better for you. Otherwise, it's $147. Any more questions? Yeah, the Where to Start program would be, which is free for you if you join this program, would be great, Bonnie. Coconut water is fantastic. It has potassium and it has electrolytes. It's very, very, very good for you, but make sure you're getting a pure coconut water with no sugar added, with no flavors added, with no mango, with no, because all of those are like syrupy, sweeteners pretty much. Yeah, so, oh, you already have it, Bonnie? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bonnie, if you already bought it, I can give you my creation journaling or resistance program free. All right, ladies, if there's no more questions, thank you so much for showing up and knowing that, and taking care of yourself and putting yourself as a priority. I mean, you're way ahead of so many other women, so good for you. And also, by you taking care of yourself, it always supports other people in your life so much better. Be the example. That's the best thing you can do for your kids, is be the example, right? All right, enjoy your evening. It's my day here. Tomorrow I won't be online at all because it's a day of no power, no internet, nothing here in Bali. It's a religious holiday. So you won't even be able to message me tomorrow. I won't be able to open any emails. So if it looks like I'm ignoring you, I am not. I will post that in the group though. It just means that I cannot get online and the power is shut off, okay? It's gonna be interesting. Okay, have a fabulous evening, you guys.